And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Hi everyone, here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson, Allie LaForce, our reporter. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Naz Reid.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Here's the starting group for Portland. They've got Luka Doncic, also Thompson out there, Wembanyama out there with Bilal Coulibaly, and it's the Beast in at the point. And for Minnesota, Randall at power forward with Reid at center. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for the guys who changed teams in the offseason, Clark, how long do you think it takes them to learn a new system?
I think it's a couple things. I mean, one, a lot of teams in the NBA use similar terminology and run similar sets, so that helps. But you've got to be a fairly quick learner. And then, depending on how complex the system is, that usually can impact how quick you pick things up.
Randall can't hit. Now the Blazers on the move. Nice shot by Wembanyama.
He has such an elusive cover. The Frenchman Wembanyama is especially hard to stop in transition.
Outside McDaniels. Lets the 3 fly. They get the rebound. Randall finds Reid. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Back to Reid. The kick out to Edwards. Clock at 6. And it's Portland with a rebound. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat. There they go, finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
And here's Thompson. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Wembanyama with a bucket.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Now here's Randall. A solid offensive force, averaging 24 points a game. No good with the triple.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Wembanyama pass to Doncic, and no good.
looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Back to Randall. Pass to Edwards. To the inside. Here's Reed. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
At 6'9" and about 260, Naz Reid has the size to make room for himself inside.
The Beast passes to Wembanyama over McDaniels. Wembanyama, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Randall outside. Back to Conley. Shoots over Thompson. The shot by Conley. No good. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. McDaniels with a steal. Portland grabs the miss. This team doesn't just win, they win big. Now with a double-digit win differential for the season. Wow.
That means they've given full effort for all their games. No garbage time, no lax efforts, full throttle basketball playing. They've spent a lot of time dominating on the floor.
First free throw is good. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
The shot by Conley, no good. Portland leading. Here's Thompson. No good there. Good work defensively by Randall. Outside McDaniels. And it's off from three-point range. Well, the Trailblazers shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Inside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
Lately, he's been showing off his talents as a passer, moving the ball around the floor with great accuracy and putting it in the hands of well-positioned shooters, just making all the right choices.
Now here's Randall. Last game, he had 28 points. Shoots over Thompson. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Doncic against McDaniel. And Doncic hammers it home.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Wemby came up, and coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Edwards. Left side Reed takes a 3. He drops it from range. Reed's got 5 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Wembanyama. Stolen by Reed. Here's Randall. Got a hand on it.
He's got to take a back seat right now. When you're ice cold, you can't just keep gunning.
The Beast shot is off.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
In the
What you say?
Oh, my goodness.
Come on now.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
Platinum. Level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Come on, get down for your Timberwolves.
Trailblazers, Williams is checked in for Wembanyama. Kamara comes in for Doncic. And it's Sharp in for Coulibaly. Reed passes to McDaniels. Back to Reed. Buries it down low. Reed's got his third basket of the night.
We've seen McDaniels improve as a decision maker, and it shows with passes like that.
Here's the Beast, coming off a 31-point game. Portland moving it around. Here's Thompson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like how Thompson put pressure on the D, taking it strong near the hole.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Shooting 2.
Free throw is good from Thompson.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Both free throws good from Thompson. Now here's Randall. No made baskets yet. Outside Edwards. Randall outside. The 3. Williams grabs the board.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here's Kamara. Pass to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Minnesota with the ball. 6-point game. Randall with it. Randall draws the double. Reed sets a screen. Here's McDaniels. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. An area of the floor where Jaden McDaniels really excels. Defense.
Yeah, he's a strong perimeter defender. He's got great length, good anticipation. And he's competitive. I mean, those are the things that allow him to shut guys down on occasion. Guys like McDaniels, who can guard just about any position on the floor, extremely valuable these days.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gobert comes in for Reed, and Clark has subbed in for Julius Randle. And that's good as he hits both shots.
He's a big guy with a soft stroke from this charity stripe. You love to see that.
Now Ellis. He takes it in. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's DiVincenzo, and he hammers it home to polish off the break.
DiVincenzo's got major bounce now. This kid is a big-time leaper. He can play at the rim and above it, too.
McDaniels with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Fires from deep. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Hendricks. Launches a 3. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Timberwolves trail by 4. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. 5 on the clock. Knocks down the triple. McDaniels got 5 points.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Outside Kamara. Outside Sharp. Now Ellis. DiVincenzo with a steal. And they're on the run. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
All starting from a turnover. DiVincenzo shows great anticipation skill to make a play on the ball and get them in transition.
Now here's Ellis. Pass to Kamara. Back to Ellis. Right side Sharp. For 3. Rebound Minnesota. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
It was almost like they looked stunned when the game slipped through their fingers. Being on the wrong end of an upset leads to a quiet ride home.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
And here are the Trailblazers now, following the score by Minnesota. The shot comes out. Good D by Sharp.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
It's Sharp on the wing. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. Nails it from 3.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Now here's DiVincenzo, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Kicks it out to Clark, fires for 3. Williams grabs the board. Portland has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Sharp, outside Kamara. There's the 3. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. The Timberwolves shooting only 31% to get this game underway. Clark, no good.
Excellent job to impact that attempt and prevent the easy deuce.
Pass to Hendricks. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Kamara. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Portland making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Here is DiVincenzo. He had 9 points in his last time out. Kicks it out to Clark. Outside, Ingles. For 3, Randall. That one no good. Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball. Here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Here are the five. Portland has to start the second. We've got Bilal Coulibaly, Steven Adams out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then they're Sharp, and it's the Beast in at the one. And it's Coulibaly missing. Ingles passes to Clark. Count it. Clark's got his first bucket in this one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's the Beast. Stolen by Ingles. Pass to Clark. It's stolen by Coulibaly. In transition. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And a steal like that, with the conversion, can really start moving things in your direction.
Portland shooting their fifth attempt at the line in the game.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
And Wembanyama has the ball here for Portland. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip.
I'm always worried about Victor's head hitting the rim.
Now here's Clark. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Down low. Outside. DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
When DiVincenzo is aggressive on offense, he's capable of getting calls when he's being assertive and attacking the rim.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Portland?
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Doncic is checked in for Coulibaly. All right, let's have a look at the leaderboard to see which team scored the most points off turnovers this past month. The Timberwolves in second.
These guys have been showing great anticipation defensively, and then they've been converting mistakes into points at the other end.
That free throw no good from DiVincenzo.
Well, what you like about DiVincenzo, he brings that energy, that relentless energy all the time, and he's got a great feel for the game. Those are traits you want in your rotation.
Both free throws good from DiVincenzo. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Doncic outside. And they doubled up Doncic. Portland moving it around. Luka proving he can score from anywhere.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
DiVincenzo pass to Clark. Gobert with a screen on Sharp.
And that's the risk you run when you leave him in with 2 fouls.
Second team foul.
Gobert passes to Ingles. For 3, DiVincenzo connects from downtown. DiVincenzo's got 7.
Just cannot allow DiVincenzo to shoot it from there.
Here's the beast. And there's the drive. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 7 points in the game. Looking to get back on track. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Here's Sharp. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Clark in the post. Adams covering. Pass to Randall. 3-pointer. Minnesota again missing.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Here's the beast. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right.
Portland shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And Minnesota making a change here. Edwards is checked in. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Clark with a screen on Wembanyama. For 3, Randall. That won't go either for Randall.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Guys?
A star on the rise. Allie, thanks for the report. Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
So for the Blazers, Kamara, he's checked in for Adams. Amen Thompson comes in for Luka Doncic. And it's Bilal Coulibaly in for Sharp. The free throw drops for Clark. And Clark drops them both. Here's the Beast. Give him 8 points now. To the paint. And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it.
And in transition, they've been one of the best teams in the league. They're top 5 in fast break points. They've got a lot of speed, and they use it to their advantage.
And they do shoot it at a very high clip. One of the most efficient offenses in the league. They don't take too many bad shots. Now here's Randall. Still no points. Pass to Edwards. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to... be on Victor Wembanyama.
From that close, he's almost automatic. No wonder the defense is all over Gobert.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Many players have size. So what makes Rudy Gobert such a good interior defender, Clark?
Well, size is part of it, clearly, B.A., but timing is the big thing. And then awareness, recognition of what the situations are and being able to adjust your body position accordingly. And then anticipation. I mean, timing and anticipation, awareness, those are the things that make really good defenders.
Fontecchio to the inside. DiVincenzo with a steal. Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. Here's the 3. Edwards making it look so easy from deep. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Here's Edwards. Portland making their last shot. Ingles from outside. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Ingles has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed's checked in for Gobert. And Jaden McDaniels subbed in for Ingles.
And they look more confident now, putting that rough first quarter behind them.
Uses the glass on the layup. And that's now 8 points for Amen Thompson.
They're finding ways to get the ball to the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
I think this is why you get Reed involved in screen and rolls. I mean, he's phenomenal at making the cut after setting the screen.
Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Ellis. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Thompson. And the layup is good. Thompson's got 6 here in the quarter.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
From 12 feet. DiVincenzo can't hit.
Blown opportunity there. He's got to have a short-term memory. Forget about that one.
They double-team Thompson. Portland moving it around. Fontecchio with a screen. And he's... Going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Nas Reed.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Sharp, he's checked in for Portland. Pass to Edwards. The three is up. Portland with a rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the... Oh, man, I did not see that coming.
With authority.
Did he just do that? Wow.
Man.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. And also a switch here for Portland. Doncic checked in. Minnesota in the lead. Right side Edwards. Minnesota again missing. The Trailblazers have gotten 8 of 13 shots to fall in the second quarter. Thompson, a screen on Reed. From deep, here's Doncic. Can't connect. Now 2 of 6 for the game. Edwards looking it over. Pass to Gobert to the left side wing. Reed for 3 and count it. Now 5 for 7.
All Reed's looking for is an opportunity. They've given him that. He's been outstanding.
Outside Sharp. Outside Kamara. To the paint. And stolen by Edwards. Puts it up. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Edwards, such a terrific athlete. He can stop and pop those in with ease.
Now here's Sharp. He's got 5. Pass to Doncic. Here he goes. And Doncic with the jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Coulibaly. Still without a bucket. Thompson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now it's just a 2-point Timberwolves lead. Pass to Gobert. And here's Conley. Here's Reed. Fires the 3. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Reed's got 15.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. Minnesota on D. Leading by 5. Down low. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Love the control there from Thompson. I mean, showing poise on the pick and roll.
Outside Edwards. Outside Reed. Gobert inside. Working on Thompson. And that one's good from Conley.
They're shooting the 3 extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
Conley against Doncic. Soft touch off the glass. 10 points for him.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Now here's Edwards. 7 points in the game. Shoots over Coulibaly. Edwards, no good.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Pass to Kamara. Doncic, a screen on McDaniels. Doncic on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Portland needs to get off a shot here with the tip. Oh, Luka attacking with authority.
Doncic typically is matched up against guards or wings, yet with his size, they have trouble keeping him off the board.
Outside Edwards. They set the pick. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Right there, Conley opened up space for the shooter.
Pass to Kamara. Portland moving it around. No luck on that one. Nice D from Reed. Outside Edwards. Inside. And offensive rebounding. One of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. You know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Outside Reed, puts up a 3. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards has got his 3rd assist of the night.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reed. He was just waiting for that pass.
From deep, here's Doncic, and the three-pointer goes. Doncic has got 11. points in the quarter. Naz Reid has been on display for Minnesota. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Back after this.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Contributions from their bench, providing once again the importance of depth.
Yeah, with the way their starters play, they may also need their subs in the second half. And I'm not talking submarine sandwiches, even though I'm hungry right now.
And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible contenders for this year's dunk contest.
Definitely some explosive guys on this list, but there's plenty of time out there for someone to grab this spot. Maybe even Elevator Ernie.
Yeah, that 50-inch vertical don't lie.
Neither did those shorts.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You look at Naz Reid, what a contribution here.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Here's the beast. Conley and Edwards make up the backcourt. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. And it's Reid in at the center position. And that's the group from Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
Whether he's the ball handler or the screener, Wemby is scary in the pick and roll.
Outside Conley. Back to Randall. Edwards for 3. Rebound by the beast. Blazers trail by 4. Dybel on the wing. Here's the beast. That three's off the mark. Minnesota shooting 40% so far in this one. Now the Blazers moving it up. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Outside Reid. Pass to Edwards. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Kamara. Kamara's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Hendricks. Here's the beast. Here's Wembanyama. Reid defending. Nice shot by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Wemby's got the mid-range shot down. He's just so confident from there.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Back to Daniels. And here's Edwards. Covered by Dybel. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
Edwards flexing on him now. Bully ball inside.
The Trailblazers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. With the drive, the beast shot is off. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
He's had a hard time finding his shot this quarter.
Here's the beast. Oh, and the jam by Wembanyama.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Randall. Up and in on the layup. Randall's got his first points of the game.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Over to the left wing. Wembanyama, pass to the Beast. Wembanyama screen. Here's the Beast. That one goes. Count it. The Beast has got 12 points in the game.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. He's checked in for Portland. Sharp comes in for Kamara. These are not the teams to challenge at the rim. The best in the NBA in shot blocking. Portland, third.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Back to Reed. And here's Edwards outside. And man, from the corner.
He's been doing some real damage from range. 2 threes in the first half. Now 1 in the second.
Blazers trail by 3. Wembanyama, screen on Conley. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Minnesota's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Conley looking for an opening. Reed sets a screen. The shot by Conley, no good.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." EA, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
He really wanted to capture the lead there, but on the bright side, at least the game is tied.
Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Coulibaly. Here's Thibault. Here's the Beast. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Portland.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
They're very fresh, but also at the defensive end, how about the way they've been able to deny shot opportunities, just tearing the opposition up in terms of denial.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to the Beast. Portland moving it around. The 3 from Wembanyama. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
Now here's Reed. Pure. That's basket number 9 on 12 tries.
Boy, it's nice to see young guys like McDaniels come onto the floor and make the right play.
For Portland, they've gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Here's the Beast. 3-pointer Sharp. Rebound Minnesota. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. McDaniels can't hit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Stolen by Reed. Pass to Edwards. To the inside. Randall, good. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard. The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Changes here for Portland. Thompson, he's checked in for Koulibaly, and it's Kamara in for Thibault. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one, and that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them. A slam dunk by Reed.
That's what you want to see. Reed playing big in there.
For Portland, they've gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Edwards is doubled. It's stolen away. And they're pushing it up. Here's the Beast. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind him taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
On target from range.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Randall outside. Pass to Reed. Outside Conley. Randall against Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. The offensive rebound from deep. Conley. The shot that time not on target. Trailblazers lead by 5. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wembanyama, screen on McDaniels. It's scooped up. Wemby putting on a show.
And he'll spend some time on the perimeter, but at his core, Wembanyama is best inside.
Here's Edwards. Reed to screen on Sharp. Here's Edwards. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Portland has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the third quarter. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Reed. 5 to shoot. Over Wembanyama. And Reed with a basket. On the assist by McDaniels. Reed's got 27 points. Trailblazers lead by 5. Here's the Beast. He's got 22. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The Beast has got 16 points here in the second half.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Conley passes to McDaniels. To the paint. Here's Randall. Portland with a rebound.
That's the plan defensively. Can't give him an inch of breathing room. Keep that space tight.
Here they come with numbers in transition. Pass to Conley. Sharp against Edwards. For 3, Conley. Rebound by the Beast. The Beast has got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Wembanyama. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Clark, when you look at the evolution of Julius Randall, talk about his playmaking.
Yeah, he's worked on trying to see things as they develop a little more, and I imagine he's done a lot of film study. I could only attribute some of his improvement to that. He's looking for others intentionally and aggressively, so I think that's part of why his teammates enjoy playing with him. They know he's making the effort to distribute the basketball.
Now here's Randall. Outside Conley. Randall, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall. The kick out to Edwards. Edwards picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give.
First in rebounding, first in assists, and they're first in the NBA in opposing field goal percentage. What a testament that is to the team. They all put in the work on the defensive end of the floor.
And they are number 1 in rebounding for a reason. They pound the glass with aggression, and they attack the boards with a fearlessness. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Then for Portland, Doncic is checked in for Amin Thompson. Coulibaly comes in for Kamara, and it's Thibault in for Sharp.
Yeah, and this is the kind of impact Wemby makes offensively because he can score in just so many ways.
Miller outside. To snap the cold streak. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And the first one at the line is good. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Shannon's checked in. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Timberwolves trail by 10. Pass to Ingles. Out to the wing. Lets it go from deep. DiVincenzo, pass to Ingles. Fires in the triple. Ingles has got 6.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Doncic outside. Luka! Lethal!
Luka Doncic with the three-point answer. As competitive as they come.
Ingles with it. He's got 6. Pass to DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Doncic. He got it up. And that's not going to go. And so it's Portland, ending the quarter up 10. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court right now for Portland, Luka Doncic is out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's the Beast in at the point.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's the Beast, down low. And they doubled up Doncic. Portland moving it around. Shot clock at 6. from deep. And it's Koulibaly missing.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
19-footer. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time.
Maybe he's playing better during winning time. Silent in the first half, but since then, he has taken over.
Here's the beast. Doncic on the wing. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Randall deciding where to go with it. Outside, Ingles. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Ingles. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
Yeah, and Wemby makes it look so easy. If he's any...
Oh, that was something else, man. Wow.
Showing some power. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
DiVincenzo can't hit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Doncic. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Coach would love to see Wemby clean the offensive glass like that every time.
Outside, Ingles. 4-3. Another miss by Minnesota. Portland leading by 14. Pass to Wembanyama. Minnesota with a rebound. Randall's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And here's Clark for three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
DiVincenzo against Doncic. Wembanyama, screen on Clark. And he lobbed. Oh, go up and go get it, Wemby.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Randall. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
He really hasn't had it offensively tonight. This team needs him to play better.
Doncic, no good. Timberwolves trail by 13. It's stolen by Thibault. To the middle. Outside for Wembanyama. Pass to the Beast. Here's Doncic. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And here's Clark. On the wing, Ingles. Randall against Doncic. Out to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace. That's his second tray of this half. For the game, he's got 9 points from beyond the arc.
And with plenty of time left, that's his fourth. Foul. He needs to stay cognizant of that moving forward.
And Minnesota with some changes. Reed comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Anthony Edwards in for Ingles. And here's Clark for three. Counted from distance.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land. giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, too much length from Wemby.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall from outside the arc. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
From downtown, Edwards controls the rebound and the putback.
Boy, you like to see Edwards doing work on the glass, hitting the boards there, using his strength and athleticism to extend plays.
Outside Wembanyama. Outside Kamara. Fires the 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
Timeout, Trailblazers. And Clark, for decades now, we've seen the Western Conference have the upper hand. Any reason you can fathom?
Not really, other than the tide shifts on occasion based on who the players are on teams in each conference. Maybe some of that frontier spirit coursing through, although I don't quite believe that as a major factor. One thing you see in the West, though, a lot of smaller market teams, and historically they've done a good job of how they run those clubs.
Jaden McDaniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley comes in for DiVincenzo. And also a switch here for Portland. Steven Adams checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what the Trailblazers coach was going over with his guys. And coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen here, Ford. Guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
No good on the free throw. We've got Steven Adams out there, Clark. What comes to your mind when you're asked about him?
Well, I love his grit. I love his physicality, man. He is just anchored when he gets in the paint, when he sets a screen. You just don't move this guy. And his hands are really good. I mean, he's a throwback. But boy, is he effective and impactful in the way he rebounds, sets screens, and defends. And he never shies away from physicality.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
It's Edwards on the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Conley. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams.
They are just owning the boards right now.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
To the inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Portland moving it around. Pass to Thompson. Over Edwards. Thompson, no good. Timberwolves trail by 9. Randall, pass to Conley. Randall on the screen. And he lays it up and in. Randall's gotten 4 this quarter.
Boy, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
To the wing, right side. Pass to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And Minnesota with possession here. Portland making their last shot. McDaniels can't hit. Here's Sharp. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer at home.
Now Randall puts up a deep 3. Adams pulls it down.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Here's Sharp. Now Thompson. Now Sharp. Lets loose for three. It's money from deep.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
Give him a hand, fans. Your Timberwolves dancers.
Now Edwards. Randall outside. Fires the three. Oh, no good. Trailblazers lead by 14. Here's the Beast. Beyond the arc. Cleared away by Edwards.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's
Oh, man,
oh,
what a punch that was.
bad intentions.
The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Williams rips down the board.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Trailblazers.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far. And what a huge performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Boy, you can't say enough about his effort on the boards. He helped them in the battle of possessions all game long.
Now Portland with it. Big run right now for him, 11-2. Here's the Beast. Outside Kamara. Yes, sir! It's good!
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. There's 42 seconds left to play in the fourth. There's the double with Thompson. Gobert. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down. 16-point lead. Here's the Beast. Outside Sharp. There's 21 seconds left in the game. Misses the three. And the Timberwolves with possession. So no problem for Portland as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
it.